most annoying song ever.
Tonight have been beaten by Bod. Here comes Bod.
I mean, they were all right, Bod.
Here comes Bod.
Celtic fans, you must be absolutely fuming with that. Getting beat at home.
By Bod.
By Bod.
By 1970s
as
cartoon.
well, Rangers. Unbelievable. What a performance.
Can we take our hat off to Rangers, please?
Just turning over Borussia Dortmund. What a result that is. I mean, they could go and play in Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Challenge Bayern Munich.
Yes. I heard bits and pieces on the radio when I was driving in. And it was... the 4-2 changes it slightly. 4-1, and you think to yourself, there's going to be a lot of work. There's still a lot of work for Dortmund to do. But that goal, 4-2, it just kind of just changes it. And because there's no away goals, Jay...
I don't like that.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of it. You know, I see the result, and I see the games, and you're thinking, you know, they've gone away from home, they've scored 4 goals, but then if they get beat 2-0, it goes to extra time.
There you go.
You think,
it does feel...
right? Is that fair?
It doesn't feel right to me. No, it doesn't feel right. But look, it is what it is. Everyone knows the rules before kick-off, so you can't complain about that. But I do take your point. I think there is a little bit of a... The Rangers have done so well to go over in Dortmund. What's right now the second best side in the country? Against the best side in Scotland? I mean, credit to Rangers. That's one of their best results. Yeah. It's got to be one of their best away results ever in European football, ever.
We want to hear from you, 03717 223344. But there's some huge reports coming out of Manchester United, and we know there's been leaks recently, and this is a massive one. And I'm going to read this out to you because it's important that you get the full picture of the story. Cristiano Ronaldo and Harry Maguire are embroiled in a power struggle over the Manchester United captaincy. It is understood interim boss Ralph Rangnick, Ronaldo and Maguire have had conversations about the latter relinquishing the armband for the rest of the season to take the pressure off him as he wrestles with his own loss of form. But Maguire is reluctant to do that for fear of losing the captaincy on a permanent basis. Interim boss Ralph Rangnick has called on Ronaldo to mentor the young players within the squad, which is understood to have led to further friction with Maguire. Ronaldo has positioned himself as the one setting the example for younger players and the need for one figure, himself, to get everyone pulling in the same direction. And Maguire is said to feel marginalised in terms of his authority within the United dressing room, leading him to thinking some of the players are losing respect for him.
Wow.
That is massive.
It is massive. It really does underline, really, where United are at the moment and who they are, that this is a story. And it's something that you would not expect to see at a club the size of United and the stature of United. And they are finding new ways to embarrass themselves as a football club. This is another example of it. I don't like the sound.
Do you agree with it? Do you like it?
Well, I don't think you need, unless there's been some sort of disciplinary procedure going ahead, I don't think you need to change them. I think changing the captaincy, what is that really going to solve right now?
Well, it takes the pressure off Harry Maguire.
I mean...
Because the pressure's on him.
Well, the pressure's on everyone.
And he might feel like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he feels like, as he's the captain, he has to step up in the dressing room, and maybe he feels like he needs a break from it. I don't know. I don't know Harry Maguire.
He says here, he's set to feel marginalised. This is a nonsense. This is an absolute nonsense of a story. This should not be a story. We don't know the full facts right now, but let's take it for what we've just heard here. That interim boss Ralph Rangnick, Ronaldo and Maguire having a conversation about Maguire having the captaincy taken off of him midway through a season. Let me tell you now, I don't see that resolving anything. That is not the problem at United right now. There are so many problems from top to bottom. The club is a shambles. It is absolutely shambolic from top to bottom. Where that football club was to where they are now, they are a shadow of the side that we knew under Sir Alex. A shadow. Look at Liverpool. Look at the big teams that are winning major honours right now. Look at just take Liverpool for example, right? Can you imagine that happening? Can you imagine the Klopp having a meeting with Henderson and having Salah want to take the captaincy of him? Can you imagine that?
No, I
that's
can't.
Almost the equivalent.
I can't. But the problem you've got is you've got massive characters: Varane, Ronaldo, Pogba, players at that football club who probably are looking at Harry Maguire at the minute, and he's trying to step up as a captain and a leader and try and say things in the dressing room, and they're probably looking at him saying, you need to worry about your own performances.
They can all do that.
Because he's been in really bad form.
Name me someone who's in good form.
Ronaldo.
They've got an interim manager coming in, Wreck-It Ralph, who's going to change the structure of the inside of that football club. Honestly, I'd love to be United fans. They must be literally hiding behind the settee about what's next going to come out. What sort of performance are we going to see next?
Well,
how are they going to fare in the Champions League next week?
Well, it's a huge story coming out. It's in the Mirror. Yeah, it's in the Mirror, and it's a huge story. And it's a developing story. But this is you're hearing it here as on the radio, and we want to hear from you, Manchester United fans. What do you make of it? 03717 22 33 44. Let's go to David, who is a Manchester United fan. David,
how you doing, gents? You okay?
We are good.
Hi,
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the story or you've just heard the story. What do you make of it?
Yes. Yeah, well, can I just say, first and foremost, I hate these stories that keep coming out. I mean, every single day there's something else. There seems to be, leaks every single day about another story. Just keep it in the house, even if, there are issues. I think under Fergie, nothing came out. It was all kept a tight lid. Now, just every single day seems to be something coming out, and it's really, as a fan, it's just doing everyone's head in. There's never any calmness around the club. There's always some drama.
But what do you make of it? I mean, because it's I like to say there's no smoke without fire, right? And this might be a conversation that is happening. Do you think Harry Maguire should step down as captain?
Yeah, I think the story shouldn't be that he's losing his captaincy. It should be he's losing his place in the side. He's just his performances have been so poor. I mean, he's lacking confidence, lacking strength, lacking pace. And you might say that losing his captaincy will just add insult to injury. I think it might just, like you said, take the pressure off him. And just allow him to focus on the important things, which is his game, and just getting back to his best and playing like he does when he plays for England in tournaments. He's been so poor. He's been so poor. Yeah, I really would take him out the side. I'd be playing Varane, Lindelof, Bailly. All have to start over him right now. And as a replacement, yes, Ronaldo. There's David De Gea, who's been amazing this season. Maybe he could take it.
Yeah.
He really needs to take a break. 100%.
Okay. All right, David. Thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. 03717 22 33 44.